and welcome to your glutes and back workout today. All you're going to need for equipment is just a booty band. If you do not have a band, you are welcome to do all these exercises without any equipment. But whenever you're ready, if you have that band, we're going to slide it onto our legs, right above the knees. Make sure it's not sitting on those knees so we don't get any knee joint pain. And then you'll join me lying on your backs, facing in one direction, rolling down onto your back. We're going to go into glute bridges right away. So we have our hands pressed down into the mat off to either side of us, pressing into those heels. We shoot those glutes up to the sky. Inhale, drop the glutes to tap. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, drop those heels. Exhale, come back up. Squeezing the glutes, tucking the rib cage down. Every time we lift those glutes up, make sure we're not flaring that rib cage. Great job, let's go for 5, 4, here for 3, we're gonna hold up high in 2, and 1, hold in your glute bridge, hold nice and strong, keep that belly button tucked to protect that low back. We're gonna break our band by opening up those knees, bring them back to center. Open up those knees, bring them back to center. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those hips lifted. We pulse up to the ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop back down. Hug those knees. You sway side to side, resetting that back. All right, when we are ready, we're gonna go into our single leg lift. So we're gonna start with our right leg up to sky, pointing to the ceiling. If you need to, you can go into your safe tabletop with that knee. Otherwise, you keep that leg straight for advance. We exhale, lift those hips up to sky. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back down. If at any point this is too much for you, you find that tabletop position, or you go back to those normal glute bridges. Otherwise, we're here for 5, 4, go for 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted, flex your foot, drop it down to the mat, point your toe, lift back up. You're in that tabletop, you're gonna drop and tabletop, come back up. Flex to lower, point to lift, for 5, 4, last 3, 2, we're gonna hold that toe to sky in 1, lift to sky, we pulse up an inch and down an inch for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower back down, hug those knees to chest, take that break. And then we'll go on to that other side, so pressing into those palms again, lifting that left foot to sky. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Reminder that you can go into that tabletop leg if you would like. Otherwise, we're here and pointing to the sky. For 5, 4, 3, keep tucking that ribcage down in 2, holding up, flexing foot, lower down, point that toe lift. Flex to lower, point to lift for 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Lift to sky, we pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hug those knees, take that rest. And we are ready, we're gonna grab the back of our thighs, we're gonna roll ourselves up to seated, shift ourselves around, going onto our hands and knees. Make sure those wrists are stacked below your shoulders. And we will start with that one leg. We'll choose the leg that's closest to me. We're gonna open up for donkey kicks, lifting that leg up to ceiling, lower back down. Keeping your toe pointed, lower back down. If this is too much on your wrist, you can either go into fist, or you hold yourselves up a little bit higher, or you stay with those palms on the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Great job. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg flexed. You bend in, straighten back out. Hamstring curls, bending in, straighten back out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can resist arching in this position, stay right here. For me, I'm going to go down onto my forearms to go into our rainbow legs. We're going to point that toe again, kick it up, swipe to the right side of your mat, come back up to sky, swipe to the other side. Drawing that rainbow. Each time you lift that leg up, trying to get nice and high, breaking that band on your thighs. Great job. Staying equally weighted on both forearms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to end with your leg out to the outer side. You're just gonna pulse that leg up to the ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee. Sit back into your ankles. Take that rest pose. And then when we're ready, we are going to do that same thing on that other side, making sure those wrists are below your shoulders. Going onto that opposite leg, starting with those donkey kicks, lifting up, lowering back down. Lifting up, lowering back down. Keep that toe pointed. Coming up to those fists if this is too much on your wrists. You got it. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Resisting any arching in that back, keeping that belly button to your spine. For 4, 3, last 2. Stay nice and lift on this last one. Straighten that leg, bring back into the glute. Straighten leg, bring back to glute. Let's flex the foot here. You got it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can hold your neutral spine here, stay here. If you cannot, we come down onto our forearms. We're going to lift up for those rainbows. Crossing that leg, lift back up, come back to that matching side. Cross that leg again. Lift back up, come back to the regular side. You got it. Lifting through that working glute. For 3, 2. Last one, you tap over to the other side, and then you stay lifted on that matching side out to the right. We lift up an inch and down an inch for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee, sit back into your child's pose. And then when we're ready, we're gonna come up to our full plank on our palms, pressing our toes down, lifting up into our plank. We go into a few rocking chairs here where we bend our knees. Find that stretch of that spine. Shoot back to your plank. Bend knees. Shoot back to your plank. Last one. Bending those knees. Find your plank. We are gonna drop to our stomachs, but first we're gonna load down into our push-ups, lowering ourselves all the way down. And then jump. Great job. Let's stack our palms on top of one another. And then we're gonna rest our head on top of them. And we're gonna go into some chest lifts. So we're gonna really make sure we're smushing those hip bones into the mat, tucking our belly button into our spine, squeezing those glutes, keeping them engaged as we lift the chest, lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower for 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Keep that head down. We're just lifting the glutes now, through those back legs. Keep those toes pointed. We lift the legs up. We lower back down. Lifting legs up. Lower back down. Keep those glutes squeezed. Keep smushing those hip bones down and tucking that belly button away from the t-shirt. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lift everything together, lifting chest and legs, lowering back down, lifting back up, lower back down. We exhale and inhale. For 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down, bend those knees, we sway side to side, giving that low back a break. And then when we're ready, we're gonna straighten out those legs. We're gonna keep the toes lifted just a little bit from the mat. And we're gonna straighten out our arms, lift up the chest, and we're gonna draw some W's. Ease those shoulder blades down into their sockets. Reach back up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach back up. You got it. Just working the arms here. Just continue to squeeze those glutes. Smush those hip bones down, protecting that low back as we work that upper back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that squeeze of those shoulder blades. We're gonna open and close those legs just to feel that movement here before we add it all together. All right, on our next one, we're gonna open legs, shoot arms forward, squeeze everything together. Open, squeeze everything together. Last push of class, you got it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, go for 2, and 1. Rest that head back down. Bend those knees, sway side to side. Then whenever you're ready, we'll come up on those knees and we'll do one final child's pose. Lifting up, lowering back down into your child's pose. And you are done.